So we just watched a short video of my daughter Kira. She is 6 years old in first grade, and want to apply a little bit of what we saw there to what we've been learning. So we're about halfway through the course. We've covered several different theories, but let's start with brain-based learning and the neuropsych side of things. If you think about what's going on in her brain to allow her to do this, well, imagination and metaphors, right? They are teaching her how to do math, not just by rote memorization, which is a skill and it's something you can do, but helping them remember this stuff, and hopefully that rote memorization kicks in because they're tying some emotional components to it. Listen to the sound, listen to these types of things, applying different parts of the brain, right? And she's explaining the gurgling noise of the machine going off so she can visualize it using her occipital lobe. She's using her temporal lobe as she's thinking of these sounds, and using her, obviously, frontal lobe as she's thinking about all this stuff. And it really gets the whole brain involved. Now, at a cognitive level, again, she's 6 years old. So if we think about it from a Piaget's perspective, she can't think abstractly yet, right? She's still in that concrete kind of operational stage there. So she can see things as, X then Y. So let's use a machine to do that. If it comes in, what happens when we come out? If it goes into the machine and we take away 1, what happens at 8? Turns into a 7 as it comes out, right? So it's very concrete. We wouldn't want to use too much abstraction there because we're still just teaching these basic skills. Now, you noticed also the star flower that's on the thing. What is that? Positive reinforcement, right? So we're using that behavioral idea to reinforce, hey, you did a great job. And every time she gets the right answer, that's another form of positive reinforcement. When I was sitting down and working with her on that homework, actually, I said, why don't you just do a couple of these, and then we won't worry about a couple of those other ones. We'll get to them later. That's negative reinforcement. I'm taking something away, the extra work, to reinforce her positive behavior of working hard, give her a little break from the time. Okay? So we're using behaviorism to really reward this behavior. And finally, there's some hidden curriculum there and some core abilities that we're trying to teach. Again, the imagination metaphor side is teaching some, the creativity. It's teaching them to think outside the box. And something else that you'll notice there with the homework is it's teaching the parents how to do things and how to teach those kids how the right way to do it. So it's teaching them to reach out for help. Because if the kids come home and they don't know how to do it, and they don't feel comfortable reaching out to their parents because their parents get frustrated, their parents get stressed out, the kids really feel that. That affects the emotional side of things, that affects their own brain-based learning, and they can't really take this information in. So for them to do that, to have that information, to have that tool set to help the parents is also very beneficial. Okay? So there's some different ways that we can apply just this short little activity that I did with my daughter. So look for examples of what we're learning in everyday life around you. They're everywhere. Just look for them. All right? If you see any examples and you want to share them with the rest of the class, please let me know. We'd love to see what you know. Thanks.